All right, in this explainer, we're going to get into two really fundamental concepts in Japanese for talking about time. How to say you've already finished something, and, on the flip side, how to express that you have not yet done it.
Just think about your average day. You've probably finished some things, while other tasks are still on your to-do list. Being able to talk about this natural flow of events is absolutely key to any conversation. And I think you'll find the Japanese way of handling this is surprisingly clear and, well, pretty elegant.
Okay, let's dive right in. First up, how do we talk about actions that are completely finished? The things you can happily check off your list.
So the key pattern you're going to want to remember here is mo mashita. That first part, mo, is an adverb that simply means already. It's your big signal that you're talking about something that is done and dusted.
So, how do you actually build this? Well, it's a very straightforward two-part formula. Seriously, once you see it, you'll be able to apply it to pretty much any verb you know. So here's the breakdown. Step 1, you start with that adverb, mo. Step 2, you just add your verb in its polite past tense form. That's the one that ends in mashita. And that's it. Mo plus a mashita verb equals already done.
Let's see it in action. In this sentence, we're talking about doing homework, or shukudai. You can see the structure perfectly. You've got mo right at the beginning, and the verb suru, which means to do, is at the end in its past tense form, shimashita.
And the meaning is exactly what you'd think. That word mo really gives it the emphasis. I have already done my homework. The task is completely finished.
Let's look at one more example. Here, the verb is taberu, which means to eat. So, in the polite past tense, that becomes tabemashita.
And yep, the meaning follows that exact same pattern. I have already eaten lunch. You can start to see just how reliable and consistent this formula is.
Okay, so that's how we talk about things that are completed. But what about the opposite? How do we say that something is still pending, that an action has not yet happened?
For this one, we're going to use the pattern mada te imasen. This time, our key adverb is mada, which means still or not yet. This is our new signal, telling us we're talking about something that's either still ongoing or just plain incomplete.
In the structure here, it's just as logical. You start with mada. Then you take your verb and put it into what's called the te form, and you follow that with imasen. That full ending, te imasen, creates the meaning of am not doing. It implies a continuous state, which is exactly why it pairs so perfectly with mada to mean not yet.
So let's go back to our homework example. The verb suru, to do, becomes shite in its te form. Then we just add imasen to complete that pattern.
And what does that give us? Well, it means I have not done my homework yet. You can really see how the adverb mada at the start works together with that negative ending to create that specific not yet feeling.
Now, to really make this stick, let's put these two patterns directly side by side. I think you'll find the contrast becomes incredibly clear when you see them together like this. Okay, look at this direct comparison. Over on the left, for already completed, we have mo paired with the past tense tabemashita. Then, on the right, for not yet done, we have mada paired with the negative form tabete imasen. The core action, eating lunch, is exactly the same, but the adverbs and the verb endings completely flip the meaning. This table shows the same pattern with a new verb, yomu, which means to read. For already done, we get yomimashita. For not yet done, it's yonde imasen. You see how consistent this whole system is, right? It just works. So here's really the most important thing to take away from all this. The adverbs mo and mada, they're just the signals. The real heavy lifting is actually being done by the verb ending. If you see mashata, the action is finished. If you see te imasen, it's not. It really is that simple.
All right, we've walked through the rules, we've looked at the examples, so let's do a quick review of the key takeaways to get you ready to use these patterns for yourself. A good way to think about this is like putting together a puzzle. The pieces have to fit perfectly. The adverb mo is one piece, and it always connects to the mashita verb ending. That's how you create the already done picture. And likewise, the mada piece always connects with the te nai ending for not yet done. You just can't mix and match. So to finish up, here's a little challenge to put your new knowledge to the test. Based on the patterns we've just covered, how would you say, I have not read that book yet? Remember to think about which adverb you need to use, and, crucially, which verb ending it has to connect with. That's the real key to getting it right.